Tune into the Shah Peerally Law Show every Thursday at 10 a.m. and every Friday at 12 p.m. right here on Desi 1170 AM, radio that listens to you.
If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Beerables Inc. is an e-solutions company that provides custom web design, web application development, and internet marketing services to individuals and businesses. They can build powerful e-commerce sites, mobile apps, develop content, and market you on social media. They can help manage your brand's reputation and provide rock-solid customer support. Call today at 1-800-651-6091 or email us at info@beerables.com for a free consultation today. Again, the number is 1-800-651-6091.
The Shah Peerally Law Group and IMI Law Help Inc. are proud to announce the release of the Immigration Law Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other renowned podcast channels. Immigration Law Podcast was designed to provide the audience with information on various U.S. immigration issues. The podcasts are unique because they are presented by the prominent attorney, Shah Peerally, covering topics such as B-1, B-2 visas, visitor and business visas, H-1B visas, L-1 visas, O visas, EB-1 visas, student visas, perm labor certifications, national interest waivers, NIW, green cards, and citizenship. Although educational in nature, the podcasts provide a rare insight on immigration news and politics from an experienced lawyer's perspective. Immigration Law Podcasts, a unique perspective on immigration law. Download them from iTunes or Google Play. For more information, visit attorneyonair.com or call 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Tune into the Shah Peerally Law Show every Thursday at 10 a.m. and every Friday at 12 p.m. right here on Desi 1170 AM, radio that listens to you.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakan, namaskar to all the listeners. This is attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, and we are going to discuss about immigration, of course, today, and I have Franco on the board with me. and I really thank you for listening to the show. And it's been kind of on and off. And next week will be a recorded show, by the way. So you're probably going to hear. Today is December 7th, 2017. Our first show of the month, and also again, thank you, Franco, for helping me today. And anything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. So today we're going to start and talk a little bit about the immigration side. A lot of people are frustrated and they don't know what's happening, and they're really kind of thinking, oh, this is the problem with their lawyers or with their cases. The truth is that it's neither the first one or the other, because the problem is facing is that we are in a very dire kind of very, very complex political climate, and things are not that smooth like people think. Just because you file a case and the law is on your side sometimes, it's not enough to win a case, unfortunately, because there is still discretionary power from the side of from the adjudicators, and oftentimes people think that they know better because they see things on forum and they compare their cases, but it doesn't work this way. So today we're going to discuss about difficulties in cases, and feel free to call us if you have any questions on immigration. The number to the studio today is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565, or you can also call us at the office for a personal consultation, 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. The number to the studio, 408-912-5565. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking, of course, about immigration, and there are so many things going on right now. And of course, people think that you tend to think that things that happened before, it happened for other people, it will happen to you in a good way. But unfortunately, nothing really now is holding to those rules. The only thing we can do is to prepare the cases in a good way and at a good light. And luckily, we're still getting approvals, but things are getting very tough, especially if you're working for a consulting company or you're a consulting company. Cases are getting denied right and left. But, of course, people are still getting approvals. But the problem is that the way most consulting companies are set, there are so many things that they think they take things for granted. And unfortunately, now we are seeing things getting, basically, the whole rope is tying up on people, and basically the entire system is really becoming strict, quote unquote, and things that were easy before is no longer easy. And having said that, now we have all those news happening on the immigration side, and there are many things that people should be aware of. One of the questions I'm getting a lot now, people are starting to get ready for the next H-1B season, how things are going to be. Well, I think it's too early to really determine that, because I think we're going to see we're going to see big changes coming. Hopefully not in a bad way. But let me take some callers and then we'll be back and talk about that. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi. My name is Sunisha.
Hi, Sunisha.
Hello.
Yes, I'm listening. Yes, I'm listening to you, Sunisha. You're live in here.
Yeah. So I was on H4 EAD, and my husband was working on H1. My husband got laid off, so I have to quit the job. So he has 60-day validity period. So the thing is, he left to India on November 9th, and my visa got applied on November 13th, which is within grace period. So now, and I was supposed to work to the same client. I got the client letter, and my H1 was applied through my employer, and he's a direct client. But I got an RFE about my husband leaving the country. He left the country on November 9th, and my case was applied on November 13th. So am I out? So the query says that I am out of status. So I would like to know like whether I have to leave the country right away. But I have my receipt number now.
Okay. Well, technically, you're not out of status until his H-1B is gone. But since he was benefiting from a grace period, by him leaving, he kind of cut off that grace period. That's why they're mentioning that you, as soon as you went out of status, you went out of status. And to be changing status to H1, you have to be in status. So that's the general rule. So now, even if you file the case, what you can mention on the RFE, you can explain that yes, he did leave. You were thinking you were in a grace period. As such, you request USCIS to basically grant you hardship, extraordinary circumstances, and use their discretion to grant you your status, or ultimately give you a consular processing. What they will do, they will convert the case from a change of status to a consular processing. Once your H-1B is approved, file it under premium. You can just leave the country, get the stamp, and come back. It's not a big problem, but if you want more details, give me a call because that's very technical. It needs to be done properly, and tell that to your lawyer. If they answer the RFE properly, you should be fine. Okay.
Can I stay in US now until the query is answered?
Yes, because the case is still in the period of stay. Okay. What's happening right now? You are in a period of stay because you have a pending transfer. Well, not really a transfer, a new employment change of status. Until the USCIS proves that you don't have that, technically you can stay. But I will recommend staying until you get an answer. But the best is to do a premium, get an answer, and then if you have to leave, you can leave. Okay.
Yeah, I was applied. My visa was applied in premium.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Give me a call at the office. We can discuss in more details. 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller, Franco. Thank you. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hi, Shah. This is Kaushik speaking. Hello, how are you, Shah?
Hi, Kaushik. I'm doing well, Kaushik. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Shah. This is for my query regarding my H1. So till October I was on a L visa and I got my H1 this year and I moved to a consultant. I worked with him for about 2 weeks, so till 2 payslips, about a month. So then quickly I had to move to a new consultant to grab a better opportunity, and right now I'm working with the new consultant wherein I applied for the H1 transfer on a regular basis, not on a premium.
Okay.
So do you see any risk in that, Shah? Like, because I have only one payslip from my previous consultant when I applied for this transfer.
Technically, it's not. I'm using the word technically too much, but it's not technically. It's like one payslip is not too little or too much. It doesn't matter. It's just what they're looking at is, was the job offer a bona fide job offer? That means, was it a genuine job offer at the outset? So if you can prove at the outset that the job, let's call it company A, was a genuine job offer, now you're moving to B, you should not have any problem. And how do you prove that? Is to show check stub, to show that you have contracts and etc. So as long as you have that, it's not a problem. But I will recommend, to be on the safe side and to know really what's happening, to do premium on the case. But again, there's no rush, because if you file your transfer, it's pending. You can work with this new company until 240 days. But ultimately, if you are not getting an answer around 6 months, I will recommend that to file for a premium. But I don't see a problem unless you cannot prove that the original job offer was not genuine, was not bona fide. And if you have one check stub and you have proof of contract, etc., you should not have any problem. Okay?
Okay, because I will not have the proof of contract from my original company, right, when I apply for the transfer?
No. What I'm saying is that if they come back with an RFE, then you can show that I'm not talking about the original contract from the client or the end client. I'm talking about the job offer itself to prove that you were working there or something like that. Or if you have anything that proves you are working with the end client and the employer, you might be able to put it. But it's not something very common right now. The only thing that we are seeing is they tend to question everything. So until they question you precisely, there's no answer for it. But one check stub is good enough because there's no requirement to have 2-3 check stubs. The reasons they ask you for check stub is to prove you maintain status. So it's nothing really to do with proving that the right job. It's all to show status. So it's a little bit more complicated the way they see things. But bottom line, if the job offer was good and you transfer, you should not have any problem, even with one check stub. Okay?
Okay. And in case if from my current H1, so if I do another transfer, in case if I get a better thing, would it fall under a bridge petition, sir?
Yes, it should fall under bridge unless it's denied. But I don't recommend people using bridge unless it's very necessary, okay? If you are planning to move to company C, I recommend you premium this one, get it approved, then move to C, okay?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Wish you all the best. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air.
Hi, Shah. My name is Subbu. Thanks for taking my call.
How are you? You're welcome.
So actually, this call is regarding my friend who is in a lot of confusion now. Since he is not in California based, and he asked me to inquire with you before he contacted your office. So the question is here, right? So his company has filed LCA, and his H1B is getting expired this month end sometime, right? So December 28th or sometime. His company has filed LCA just a week ago. It seems that the processing times are getting delayed during this time. So until he gets the LCA, so he cannot go ahead and apply for H1B in premium processing. Right? So, yes. And one more information from one of the private portal, he came to know that the LCAs are like whatever the non-fee kind of requests are being stopped during this holiday season. It seems. So, do you suggest any way for him?
So he wants to transfer, and they filed the LCA. They have not filed the LCA. They already filed the LCA.
They already filed LCA a week ago, but it seems it's not yet approved. It seems because it is getting delayed. It seems, and the processing times are increased nowadays, right? It seems. So I mean, until he gets LCA, he cannot go ahead and go ahead with his H1B extension.
Yeah, he cannot. Unfortunately, there's no way really to expedite the LCA. That's the problem. It's like a mysterious home there. I remember the days where it took 5 minutes to get an LCA. Now it's taking 5 business days, and recently it started taking more days. But so he's worried he already lost his job or something with company A?
No. He's still in the job. So only thing is it's getting expired December 27th.
Oh, okay. Well, tell him to give it one more week. If that doesn't happen, then they might want to contact the department and ask them what's happening. And if they don't answer, then refile a new LCA maybe on the side, just to be on the safe side. But there's no way to expedite that because we never had this problem that bad, except one time I think the system went down for a while, and that was just before the H1B season. But there's no way really to fix the problem when it comes to the LCA. Is really kind of almost a shadow group. So, but tell him to give me a call. We'll see if we have other options for him. But without the LCA, he's stuck. And the only way you can, I think he should get something in the next 4 or 5 days. Tell him just to be patient. And panicking at this point is not going to help because there's no solution. The only solution maybe is to file another LCA, but that's not a good idea. Okay? Okay.
So currently, how long it is taking in recent times for LCA approval?
Well, we're still getting most of ours around within 7 days, but we have not done. too many H1Bs because right now most people are kind of in vacation. But I know it's getting delayed a little bit because of the Christmas time. Okay?
Yeah, and then there was a news yesterday from one of the online portal, right? So they were saying USAS stopped processing LCAs. Non-free kind of applications, they stopped, it seems. So is that true or is this
I have not gotten that information, but I didn't have time really to look into those photos because I've been so busy. But I'll check on it and I'll publish something if it is there actually on my YouTube channel or on the website. Okay, just watch for this there on attorneyonair.com or YouTube/Shah Peerally Law. Okay, good luck to you. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, take care. Bye bye. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey Shah, this is Rajesh. First of all,
Rajesh.
Congratulations and thank you for running such a wonderful show for many years. And this really helps community.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Sure. My question is, I'm currently working for a company A and I have my H1 valid till 2019 and I-94 is valid also till 2019. I'm currently laid off and company B has filed my H1 transfer. Now they have filed without a client letter, and I'm kind of suspecting that it may get denied. So in case that company B H1 transfer gets denied, would I be eligible for the 60-day grace period? And from what point onwards that 60-day grace period would start? From the point I got laid off from company A, or point when my H1B transfer with company B was denied?
It's company A. Because that grace period attaches to only a solid status. The one that you did, the transfer, is not really yet done, so it's only on termination, not on denial. So basically your grace period attaches to the 60 days with company A. Company B, unfortunately, if it gets denied, you pretty much don't have time. You have to leave unless you basically, you have to leave, but as long as you leave before 180 days, you should be fine to come back. But if there's no end-client letter, I would recommend finding another company quickly. When is your 60 days from company A terminating?
Okay.
When is your 60 days from company A? When were you terminated from A?
My end date would be sometime like next week. So I'm still employed, kind of on the payroll of company A. So my end date would be sometime next week.
Okay, so your end date will be next week. Then the 60 days will be from next week. So you still have time. So you still can file another company and file a transfer with an end client or a company that is filing directly. So I recommend that you quickly do that. You can have 2-3 transfers being filed. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
And even all of them get approved, you're still okay. You can pick one. Okay. So have another one as a backup because with no end client letter, it will probably be denied.
Yeah, and but they have the SOW and PO, all that stuff.
I'm sorry?
So they have the SOW and purchase order attached, and they have the direct client. So
okay. Then it might work. Unfortunately, right now, I'm telling you, the games that are being played really by the entire department is unfortunately, there's nobody who can do anything about it. Even we used to be able to say, oh, this is outrageous, we sue, we do all this. Now it seems everybody is working on the same wavelength, okay? We don't really care. That's what I see. And that's where we're having a problem. Even the Supreme Court is basically siding with them, kind of, somehow, like in the case of the ban and everything. So, so it all depends. If you get a nice officer, he'll probably grind it. If you get an officer who's very strict, he'll just give you a hard time or deny it. That's why it's good to have a backup, and you can have another transfer file.
Yeah. So when I find, say, company C, I can still initiate a transfer based on company A, right? I don't have to mention anything about the company B, right?
Exactly. As long as you're within that grace period, you can do that. Okay.
Okay. Just the last thing. So suppose this company B, if they kind of lay me off before my H1 getting transferred, then
you still doesn't benefit from that grace period because that grace period attaches only to a solid H1B. So the only solid H1B you have is company A. Okay. So you can claim it, but I don't think it will work. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you, Rajesh. Thank you so much for calling. I don't know if we have more callers, Franco. This is Attorney Shah Peerally, and we're doing the show live today. We are the December 7th, 2017, coming close to the end of the year. And I know this has been a tough year. It has been tough for all of us. People have been going for a hard time, panic, you name it. It's really a mess. In all my career, I think I've never seen things like that. So I recommend that for those who really want to get help, I recommend that you give us a call at the office, 510-742-5887. There are many things that are happening right there. There's so much hate, of course, and you have even the Attorney General who's basically blaming the immigration lawyers for so much immigration. This is ridiculous because it's the law that is there. So it's really it's not a good environment, to put it. Having said that, people are still fighting, people are still winning their cases, and people are not giving up, and that's the part which is the most amazing, and we're very, very happy about that. And again, the only thing that I can recommend people to do is to make sure they have a lawyer by their side to help them, a lawyer who's experienced, who understands what's going on, and then who can ultimately help them. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not going to have the show really full. I'm going to have Franco put a bunch of stuff, but because I have to be somewhere, but I'm going to for another 5 minutes I'll cover some more topics. Mostly people calling us on EB1 national interest waivers, and these are very good options, especially for EB1. If you're from India, EB1 goes faster than any EB categories for India, and you should take a chance, at least give it a shot, do an analysis of it. I have some good information on our website, attorneyonair.com, and just go on the latest updates, and you have this FAQs on EB1. That might be helpful. We have also an EB1A, EB1B, and EB1C, and it might kind of self-assess your own case. So I recommend that you look into that before you go forward on anything. And again, Franco, I'm going to take two more callers before we move forward with Amit. This is Attorney Shah Peerally, and the number to the studio today is 408-912-5565. 408-912-5565. Let me take the caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air.
Hi, this is Chendu from San Jose.
Hi, Chendu. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Thank you. So I have a question about H4. My wife is on H1 right now, and this is 7th year as she got I-140. Now she wants to move to H4. So after moving to H4, if she wants to come back on H1, does she need to apply on quota or?
No, she doesn't have to apply on the quota because she has an I-140 approved and she was already made it to the quota. So only thing she'll have to do is file it as a new employment, cap exempt, and then moving status from H4 to H1.
I see. Okay.
She's cap exempt. That means she doesn't have to go to the lottery again. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck
to
you.
Thanks.
Okay. So that's a very interesting question because a lot of people asking me that. Okay, they were on H1, they moved to H4. Now with all the problems that they're worried, they want to move back to H1. Are they cap exempt? Yes, you are cap exempt if you have not used all those 6 years or if you have an I-140 approved. So make sure you know this and you can take advantage of that. So this is important. So good luck to you. Wish you all the best. Thank you. So Franco, I don't know if I have one more caller. I'll take one more caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kavita here from Santa Clara.
Hi Kavita, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much, and appreciate for all the effort you have done for so many people, encouraging and advising you've been providing. I have a question about currently I'm H1B and the process is going on for me, and I got an RFE and my attorney is working on that. The question is can I travel within US to different states during the process of RFE?
Yes. Because traveling within U.S. technically is not a problem. Having said that, I don't recommend traveling to those states where they don't like immigrants, because anything they can use to give you a hard time, they might use it. But there's no restrictions on travel inside the 50 states of the U.S. So go ahead and you can travel. Make sure you carry all your documents with you, and if you're going to a state which is kind of anti-immigration like Arizona and things like that, be very careful. That's all.
Yeah, so basically I'm planning to travel from California to Texas. I think that should not be a problem, right?
Texas, especially Houston and Dallas, they're pretty okay. But be careful if you're traveling on San Antonio and things like that. Okay? But it's not a legal issue. It's just a practical issue. Okay? Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best. Okay?
So,
okay.
Passport should be a good one, right, for this?
Yeah, passport is a good one. Your ID is also a good one. But passport is the most important one, because IDs now, California IDs, they don't really recognize in some state because they have this new rule. Okay? So keep your passport and bring your ID too. Good luck to you, and thank you for your kind words. Okay, take care. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are having today. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to cut the show a little bit shorter today. Instead of we usually do that like 40 minutes. Today I think it's going to be like 35 minutes, like 5 minutes shorter and everything. So I just wanted to tell people that things are getting tough. Like I've been saying from the beginning, and before even Trump took power, I mentioned that. But ultimately, you can win your case. Some people are upset because things are not that easy for them. But at the end of the day, it's still out there. And the law is still good, and you can still fight them. Although we're dealing with more and more difficult cases, even sometimes you see denial that don't make sense. Like they will mention a denial about something which is not even there, and by the time you appeal, etc., people lose their job, etc., etc. And that's where it gets really in an unfair situation. Like right now, LCA will be stopped, and that will block all the H-1B transfers, etc. So you have to bear with us, because the truth is that we are dealing with a government which is not really a pro-immigration government. So you have to really kind of work with us to do things. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just probably ask Franco. I'm going to go ahead and have Franco put some more stuff that conveys some of our messages, and we will be back tomorrow, Friday, at midnight from noon to not midnight, at noon to 1. Sorry for that, at noon to 1. And if you need any help, we'll have the show tomorrow. Again, it will be another live show. This is kind of a special show we are trying now. And I wanted to thank KLOK, especially Gwen, for giving us this opportunity. And we will also mention that if you need help on any immigration matter, 510-742-5887. The website to check is attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And also, just to let you know, we are seeing a lot of questions, of course, about what happens to the TPS people, but most of our listeners are not affected by this. So it's not something but the thing is that if you look at the trend now, it's more taking than giving. So you need to be ready for that. Things are going to get tough before it gets better. So hang in there, and I wish you all the best. And we'll be back tomorrow, like I said, from noon to 1. And, of course, next week will be a recorded show, by the way, just to let you know. But hopefully I'll try my best to do it live, but I think it will be recorded because I have an appointment. And also I wanted to thank you all for listening, and thank you for your kind words. Thank you, Franco. We'll be back next week. Well, not next week. We'll be back tomorrow. So good luck to all of you. Wish you all the best, and have a good weekend.